trend. Screen glow bright, midnight dance. One more move, one more chance. Stop lost tight, but my hope runs wide. Do I bail right now or let this ride? Every signal talks like it knows me. Every move could crown me or ghost me. I'm tracing the arc in my mind, chasing the shape I can't find. Hey, turn or trend, they both been riding that swing till the very last. Stand up and down again, again. Are we in a storm or a perfect friend? Turn or trend, they both been. I can feel it in the air like I've been blowing through. Break then bend, I just wanna dance it out. Turn or trend, spin that doubt, round and round. Hear that hush in the crowd. Is it just a twist or the start of a run? I'm lost in the gust, but it feels like fun. Oh yeah. Turn or trend, they both been riding that swing till the very last. Stand up and down again, again. Are we in a storm or a perfect friend? Turn or trend, they both been
Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. I'm just trying to get the lighting right here because I just want to make sure, I'm doing it from my PC, which is a different angle. I'm trying to see if the lighting is okay. It's all right, I guess. It's not horrible, but we'll just have to go with this lighting for today. The most important part is I'm trading on the PC, which means I'm going to be able to get native MT5 execution, which is the real advantage of me trading today. You saw me how fast and quick I was able to capture that move down on the ORB level, as you saw over here, just as we opened up. We had this big move on the ORB level right here. Let me just hang on a second. Let me just organize myself a sec. Okay, here we go. Right here. We had a push through the ORB and then a very quick dump, 45.01 to all the way to like 95, about $5 in less than 3 seconds. And it was impossible to have captured that if you were just simply point and clicking. But quarter out, you can literally see me. Hang on a second. Let me just give you. I want to do custom period today. Just going to look at executions. You see how quickly I was able to just scale out of the whole thing very quickly and capture the P&Ls. So hopefully you get a chance to see more of these executions with the MT5 tool that I have. For now, we got pretty much, well, I should have actually, we had a point of control buy here that I could have executed. I just simply was not watching it. Don't want to take this already. The trade passed us by. Should have been an entry over here. Would have been an easy $4 more here. But we'll have more. We'll have a lot more opportunities. But it's just to show you basically that if you're trading MetaTrader, the best way, the single best way to trade this is with my my way. Hang on, what's going on here? Where's my? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get myself all organized here. Okay. How do I do these trades? I do these trades because I have obviously the tool, which is totally free to everybody. The tool has a close at a quarter, close at a half, close 3/4, meaning that you can just sell a quarter, sell a half, sell 3/4 of the position right away, and it will instantly sell it and go to break even. Okay, so it makes it very quick and very fast to get out of the position. As to how much money, Bernard, I am showing you the tool, right? So it could have been $9, it could have been $9,000. It's all a matter of size. I'm trading small size precisely because the whole essence of how we trade is we trade with small size to maintain our risk. I do this in in our futures every single day. You see me trading futures at literally 1 micro contract. We are the exact opposite of how everybody trades because we actually trade for real instead of for fake. As I'm sure you've seen, almost every single person on the internet has been shown to basically trade both sides of the market with large sizes just to make you believe that they're making lots of money. We actually trade one contract, one side of the market for real, to give everybody in my room the opportunity to actually make money. I'm not about showing you how many millions I make. I'm about making sure that you make the millions. Okay, I can make my own money without showing anybody anything. So I try to practice what I'm preaching. As far as this particular account goes, I'm starting with a very small size because I'm trying to, again, within OLAP, do the exact same thing that we do with our other partners, just trying to run it to about 1,000. Okay. It's all about showing you good tactics. We could do 10 times that. We can do 100 times that. It's really it's utterly immaterial. It's not about the size. It's about the execution. So, anyways, looking at the chart right now, trying to see setup. We might have a setup here. We actually do have a setup. White dot trade. Let's go make some. Let's make this trade here. We're going to go buy this. Again, single entry with just a keystroke, right? My my stop really should be underneath all of these swing lows. I should really make my stop larger, which would be like around 44.95. And the cool thing is I added into this one actually a manual change. I can actually type in manually instead of just simply using quick buttons to give myself a little bit more granularity. Actually, let's do this at 44.96 just to get a little bit tighter on the stop, and then see if this particular trade, which is our bread and butter trade, white dot. This is kind of a very weak white dot. I'll be honest with you. Is going to give us a little bit more push to the upside. Gold seems a little slow today. It's definitely been a slow day all across the board. The markets in New York were very, very quiet in the afternoon. We basically had just flat market for the last 2 hours of trade. I think everybody is on sidelines trying to figure out we have what the fifth day is tomorrow. Is the I mean, none of it really matters. It's all just posturing. But I think tomorrow is the last day of negotiation, or they're supposed to start negotiation. Bottom line is, I think everybody's looking to see some actual kinetic action out of Iran to try to figure out if this is a resolution or a slog. My bet, I'd be shocked. You can always surprise me, but I'm sort of going to be very conventional wisdom here and don't think you're going to get any resolution soon. I think the troops are coming to Karg Island, and there's this other little island, I forgot the name of it, that is actually the main launching pad for Iranian activity in the Strait of Hormuz, and and that's going to be, I think, the big battle there. They want to capture Strait of Hormuz under U.S. control before you can really negotiate anything interesting. Now, here's what's happening. This is kind of an interesting structure that we sometimes get. We get a move up and then a complete reversal move down. And when we get that white dot, purple dot, if this purple dot stays in place as you see it here, if it doesn't disappear, we have to flip our orientation to the short side. Although honestly, neither side here, we don't see any kind of this is all just, I think, very, very non-directional action. When you see the price action sort of be very, very tight, you can't take too much credence into these signals. But I'm going to follow protocol because I'm just going to, again, we're trading small, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to exit out of here, and then I'm going to go sell. And where's my sell? It's not letting me. Oops. So, oh wow, look at this. My thing now is Okay, let me restart this again. Okay, I'm going to sell this now. It's it seems to be having a hard time after I stop and sell. And my stop is actually going to be at this swing high over here, which is much tighter, around 415, right? 45.15. So I'm going to put this stop at 45.15. Move my stop down, and see if we can manage it to the downside a little bit, and see if we can, exit out slowly. Again, I'm going to put myself to quarter exits. If we get down to, I'm short basically what, nines. When I get down to 7 bid, if it gets down to like around 7 bid, I'm gonna exit quarter, close quarter, close quarter. See, I'm capturing P&L, close quarter, and now all I have left is like less than 1/3 of my position. I don't have any risk. Everything is at break even, and I can just manage the rest of it very quietly. But in the meantime, I just P&L'd myself nice and clean for more money. Which and if this stops me out, then that's fine. It's it's just going to capture. I'm just going to capture. There we go. I break even. I think I captured a little bit here. Yeah, we just captured another $20 over here on the position, the other side. So that's how we kind of manage these things, especially in a very, very lackadaisical market like this, where you just have one move, 2 moves, no real moves. it's sloppy. I'll be honest with you. None of these signals are really, really good, and we don't have much directionality here. So I'm just taking the protocol trades to show you what the proper dots trades are and what the proper ORB trades are. The low on the ORB, this red line, the cross, we actually have now a buy signal, right? So we tested the sell signal. Again, this sort of a schizophrenic white dot, purple dot, white dot flow is just buyers and sellers trying to establish dominance. And we're trying to go with whoever is trying to establish dominance in its most recent format. So these guys, we had the white dot, but now, by the way, actually, because the direction is so tight, our trend filter, which is right over here, suppressed any dot activity. Just basically showing it's saying that price action is too flat for us to really generate a true dot signal. So now maybe on the next one, we'll see if we can get a generated dot now. We don't have any, as I was talking about earlier this morning, the key to our trades, all the trades that we make money with are, wait, what's the arrows? Oh, brush, that's it. The way we make our money is this kind of a trade, angularity, right? This trade, dot up, creates angularity. And where we really don't make any money is if we have these kind of, these very, very flat signals like this, right? Where price does not have angularity. We are looking for the check mark. That's our money is here. That's our bread and butter right here. And if we don't get that check mark signature on price action, it just every signal. Sometimes this is precisely what the filter is designed to do. This filter is designed to essentially capture this meaningless price action and not give you any dots, not give you any. This is suppressing dots precisely because the price action is kind of meaningless. So hopefully we get a little angularity. This turns green, and when it does, that provides a more meaningful signal for us up or down. So that's basically how the game is played for us. We are trading, of course, for our friends at Ola Prime today. Use the code EDGE. Let me give you the link. The tool that I showed you, the MT5 tool, is totally free for you, for anybody who opens an account with Ola Prime. Okay, so I got a signal now, right? A sell signal. We're going to go back to our structure, and we're going to sell this. And again, quarter exit, close quarter, close quarter. Now I've captured some of my profit. You can see, everything is in blue here, so I'm capturing some profit. Close quarter, and now I only have less than 30% of my position, and I'm at break even, right? And I just keep capturing P&L. That's what makes this so good. Now, it's very slow market. Yesterday, we had much better markets where it wasn't just that we were capturing quarter. We're capturing quarter. The price moves down. We're capturing quarter more. Price moves down. We're capturing quarter more. So you have all of these much more meaningful profit captures. But you can only take what's given to you. And right now the markets are very, very tight. They're non-directional. So we just took as much as we could. You can see just capture a little bit more P&L and just keep going. And that's our job. We just we take our scalps when we can. We got the tools to do this instantaneously, which puts us at an advantage. And we basically have sort of a dual signal here. We had a purple dot down and an ORB trade down, but again, very little extension. Now, really for us looking at this particular trade, there's only two things that we're interested in right now. Either we're going to try and challenge the session lows at around 490 on futures, and see if this indeed makes fresh Asia session lows, at which point we're going to short, or we're going to try to consolidate and maybe do a reversal. And if we do a reversal, this point of control buy signal is going to be our reversal signal. So we're really only looking above this level or somewhere, moving below this level to give us a sense of what we want to do. Otherwise, we're not interested in anything else. 4,500 is a natural area for them to test. They test all the stops underneath the 4,500 on the futures. So very clear that we kind of came down to the lows here. So now it's just a matter of, is this a double bottom test? And do we reverse back up around the 01 level, at which point we're going to go long? Or they're going to really try to push this and try to create new Asian session lows, at which point we definitely want to join them, because that means they're extending the trade to the downside. So that's sort of what we're looking for right now as our trades. MT5 is not banned in the US, I believe. I mean, I'm not sure. It may be banned on the what do you call it, broker side, but this is a prop account. So on the prop side, you can trade it. But Ola Prime obviously is for traders all across the world. So there's lots and lots of jurisdictions where it's not even an issue. They literally probably can take. I mean, one of the great reasons why we like to partner with them is because there's a lot of people who can't really trade futures, but can trade with Ola Prime because they take almost every normal jurisdiction. Astrologist says that New York session, the London low was the magnet down and kept bouncing off of it. Yeah. All right, we're trying to reverse. 32 seconds left. If this candle closes above the 01, that's our reversal signal. We're going to go long with a stop underneath these session, these session lows. But we got to hold above the 1. As you can see here, a little bit hard to see. Here's my. We have a target, which means that's a if it doesn't have an X, that's a signal. It's a legit signal, but now it goes down to the X, as you can see here, so the signal disappears. And this is why we wait, because the key part of our structure and strategy and philosophy is prices need to close in order to give us a signal. They can't just be giving us a signal intra-candle. That's a false signal. It's only meaningful if they close through those levels. If they just simply test those levels, that's a waste, a far weaker suggestion of what's going on. So we're trading water, just basically watching the lows, seeing how they trade. About 25 seconds. I'm gonna get a club soda. I'll be right back, guys. Just give me a second. I'll be right back. Just watch the. I'm back. We're testing the lows. The reversal signal did not hold so far, which is fine. And now this is a double bottom test to fresh session lows, right? So we want to see if we're going to make some fresh session lows on this, which looks like we might be doing. I'm watching this trade. If we end up here at this 493 level, that's going to be fresh session Asia lows, and we're going to try and go short against it with the stop around the swing high. But we got to stay at those levels, and we're not. This is much more likely a double bottom test, because you see the price action is very lethargic. They're really not running these stops. They're testing these stops, right? So let's see what they want to do. Let's see if the next candle wave pushes lower, closes lower, yes, we have a trend down. If next candle wave just simply hangs out and actually we come back and recover now the 98 level, then we becomes a reversal signal for us. So XXZZ, you think fighting is going to begin this weekend? Anybody in the room with military background? I'd love to get your feedback on what you think is really happening, and what we're trading here. Because to a civilian like me, it's clear as mud as to exactly what the tactical plan is here. I mean, it seems to me they need to capture all the territory around the Strait of Hormuz in order to be able to really have negotiating power. So we tested the double bottom. Now we're starting, now we're holding this point of control reversal level at the 98, and you can clearly see it. It's, I know it's very small, a little bit of it, but you can see it's clearly giving us a buy signal. 31 seconds left. It needs to hold. We need to hold. But you could also, if you were sort of front running and assessing the price action as you were watching it, as I was commenting on it, you could tell that in my tone of voice, I really, really felt strongly that this was a double bottom test, because when the price action is very lethargic, it doesn't have a lot of velocity. That they're just basically, lazily testing those stop levels. So we're going to go long here. We're going to go long on this trade. Where's my buy? Why is my stuff just not working every time? Something. Oh, I know why. Because I have this. Oh, that's why. I just figured out my own little idiocy. I had this stop over here. That's what was happening. I didn't clear my thing. Okay, so now I'm long, and again, I'm long at where? Around 03, right? So once we get to about 5, I'm going to do again close quarter. I'm shedding my inventory, and now I'm at break even with very, very little, no risk at all, because now I have zero risk in the trade. I was hoping we get a push up, but a lot of the push up was already, I sort of missed the best entry. I should have been like right there on the best entry, but we still captured a little bit of money, and we're still in the trade. We're still alive. So now if the trade pushes higher, that's all P&L for us. We have zero risk. The tool did the job of capturing, taking quarter off, and then now I'm just basically going to see if I can hit target. Let's see if we can push up. My target is basically 08, 798. Let's see if we can clear the $8 level on the spot. Nope, we just clear out at break even, and that's fine. We took what we could get. The price action just didn't give us everything we wanted. But that's the beauty of it. Half a loaf is better than none, and we had the right structure for the trade. Still, essentially underneath the ORB level, so it's not like we're really, really pushed higher. So we'll see. We'll see if maybe they want to retest back down. It's still very lethargic, and stuff like that. So. Yeah. Anybody? In the morning I have a ton of guys, a lot of Marines in the room, and everybody has an opinion. Anybody? Any U.S. Armed Forces guys in the room right now that has any thoughts about the tactics that have gone on, or no? Is everybody just kind of chilling? Anyways, yeah. Here was the push higher. We got out a little bit off, and now we're clearing the sell level, the ORB sell level. It's actually making a nice big move up. I should have been a little bit more patient, but that's not my style. Yeah, there's a little bit. There's definitely. This is 7:30, so we need about another half hour for the volume to come in. This is all just garbage moves, right? market making moves. But we're taking what we can get. Whatever crumbs on the table are there, we're taking them. So it just adds to our P&L. The VWAP is the dotted line. So we're underneath VWAP. We're actually sort of negative trend still. This is the 1 minute VWAP that that's dynamically calculated. We're neither, Mark. We just did a quick long reversal. We bought this, got out over here, and just watching the price action. We have no signals. We're just we're scalp. So the signals that we have are very precise and very distinct, and we just wait patiently. We're entering now into like the least interesting part of the price action. I call this the no-go zone, where we're sort of mid. This is the midline. This is the upper line. This is the lower line. I really like to operate at the edges, either at the ORB level or at session lows. That's where you really have the greatest possibility for continuity or reversal trades, right? Everything in between is much more random walk. The signals that are in between are usually far less accurate than the signals at the edges. And honestly, if I was just doing, the only reason I trade like sort of in between is because we get bored and people want to take trades and stuff like that. Those are not good reasons. Sometimes I do it for myself also. The last 2 hours of the day in NQ, we basically spent time in mid, and there really weren't any great trades. But I forced a few. The net result of it was that I really was basically break even on that part of it. I puked up so much on a bad signal that it took me three other good signals to get me back to essentially where I started from. So it's just a testament to the fact that when you're in mid range, you're just random walking. The really great trades for us are always at the edges, either at session highs or ORB highs, where you have the focus of the market and a much greater probability that the things that we predict will happen will actually happen. So that's kind of the story with us. By the way, oh shit, I gotta find this. Hang on a second, guys. Everybody who's new, I'm doing the full explanation of the ORB strategy and all the tools that I'm going to give you. Where is it? Just 1 second. I gotta go find it. I gotta find this link for you guys. Bear with me. Okay. So if you haven't registered for the webinar, please register, because even if you can't attend, I will send you here. I'm going to send the link here right now. Even if you can't attend, I will send you the video replay. So, so all I'm asking you, if you're enjoying the webinar, register for this, because I'm going to give you all the tools for how I literally trade all of the stuff. We have actually, we have a signal. We have an ORB down signal. 9 seconds left. We're going to take this trade. We're going to short this. So we short the trade. We got the right stop here. Now we're just going to see if maybe this is going to move to session lows. Let me move this over here. Can we move it to session lows? Let's see if it's going to start to. I want to see if it presses down. I am in at 01. Once it gets down to like 99, it's basically, and you got a 99.10. Here we go. Close quarter. Oh, close quarter. And I think I'm going to get out pretty much at break even on this. Yeah, I'm not getting much trade on this because it just did not generate any downward velocity. Now this could still go all the way down. You could, if you're patient, you could be making a lot more money. But it also has a nasty possibility of just completely reversing back up because we obviously don't see a lot of momentum here, and I don't want to take too much risk. So for me, I was happy to just get out, but I should have been a little bit more patient. See, we could have gotten a little bit more money, as always. Should have been more patient, is the story of my life. But this was a classic ORB, trade down. VWAP was down, taking this trade, just doesn't extend. And the thing that bothers me, the reason why I was kind of just like, let me take what I can get, is because again, we're trying to test this double bottom here. And I'm happy to be proven wrong, but I want to be proven wrong before I commit to additional shorts. There we go. There, now it broke the lows. Now we're making the lows, and the shorts really have it. But again, let's watch this, because if we don't really end on fresh lows, we don't have fresh lows here, right? So we need to stay here. If we do, then it's very likely we have some continuity. Let's see where we're at. At around like 5 seconds to go. If we're still around these levels, this is basically fresh lows. This is the former low level. So if we're below these levels, yeah, we're going to go short here. Let's go short S, and we're going to be underneath here. Let's see if it continues to to give us a little bit more yield. Looks like we're bouncing. This is a tough trade because we make this deep cut to fresh lows. It's a big candle. Gold is notorious for doing the 1-2 split where it likes to retrace. The true stop is all the way up here, which is a massive stop, and I just don't want to take it. There's no reason for me. I mean, if it stops me out over here, it stops me out over here. I'm not gonna cry about it. I just don't want to assume like literally another $10 worth of risk just to give myself enough room. It's one of those kind of trades where if you follow the momentum, you got to take the risk of the momentum. I may have, this one I may eat. This trade may just simply retrace me out of it, and if it does, it does. I'm actually interested to see. Here's what I'm really interested to see is. So where's my stop? It's going to be against the second candle. Let me make sure that I'm in sync on the MT5. Yes, so I'm actually correct on my stops. I'm on the stop. That's a good stop. Let's watch this, because what I'm really interested in is to see, all right, is this a true momentum trade? Let's watch it on the charts here. Is this a true momentum trade? In which case, we're going to try to probe fresh lows, or are we going to reverse? And if we do reverse over here at this level, I really want to get long big, because I think that's going to be a much more meaningful reversal. It's another reason, by the way, why people ask me, why are you trading small? I'm trading small because it leaves me money in my pocket to be able to trade, more useful. Okay, quarter out, lock it in, lock all my profits. I'm break even now, and I'm just locking in all my profits. See, if it takes me out, great. I just, I covered like 3/4 of my inventory at P&L, and the last of my inventory at break even. Perfect. No big deal. No biggie. We took what we could get, and we got it done. And now we bounce back. And now I really want to watch this, because this is what I want to watch. Now we're bottoming out of this 85 level, and now maybe 2 or 3 minutes of consolidation. But what I really want to watch is the reversal level, which, by the way, I think we're getting the reversal level. I'm getting this is just nonsense. This needs to get out. We actually do have the reversal signal, right? So we got 40 seconds left. This is going to alternate between X, which is no trade, and the red target, which is a trade. So we're going to watch this carefully, and if it closes at red target, we got to trade. If it's at X, it still take a couple more candles for us to create a reversal pattern. But let's watch them. So we got 13 seconds, and as you can see, it turns into a target. It turns into a positive trade. Going to watch it till the end of this candle. I'm going to wait until the candle completes before doing any trades here. Okay, buy. Single entry. keystroke entry on this thing. You see just one keystroke puts me into a trade. You see how fast I go into a trade? Impossible to do this with any other tool. I hit the B, literally the B letter on my keyboard, and it put me into a trade. So now I'm in the trade. I got the proper stop, and now let's see if we can manage this to the upside, or if this reversal kind of fails, which is possible too. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Royette, I love you, but in my room, the word liquidity grab is banned. We are old school. We actually know what the word liquidity grab means, and it's just a stop run, okay? We call them what they are. They ran the stops at session lows. Now they're trying to see if we get a reversal. So I despise every ICT term because it's just bullshit upon bullshit piled with just a little bit more bullshit. So there's no such thing as a liquidity grab. It's just a fucking stop run, which is what they've always been. Okay, quarter exit. Still got 3/4 of my position, right? So now I'm just going to hang tight. I think maybe I exited a little bit too early. No, I didn't because you know what? If it was a true reversal, we needed to generate some momentum. This was kind of a lame reversal, sort of not holding. Let's go back to the charts and see what the chart is doing. Because I want to watch it again. You see, this was just a very, very tepid little reversal. We got here straight up, couldn't generate any forward momentum, couldn't hold forward momentum. So I'm just going to chill here and watch the price action a little bit more. The next possible trade for me, if it's a true reversal trade, would be a white dot, an early buy signal. And if I get a white dot, great. If I don't, I'll just watch the price action. Yeah, we hate ICT. No, I'm just kidding. You can use any term you want, but it's a stop run. They did fresh lows, ran the stops, collected whatever stops they could. Now they're trying to consolidate, but as you can see, it's not crystal clear. It's not like anybody's got the upper hand here. We're still basically doing a lot of random wandering here. There isn't any definitive buying demand or selling demand. This is just all stop running by dealers who are probing, trying to figure out where are the prices where people really want to transact. I mean, a lot of this is just bullshit deals. Now here we go. Got the white dot. People are trying to push it higher. Let's see if it holds. We got about 51 seconds left. So from here to there is a long time. Let's see if we get a white dot as a more meaningful reversal signal for us against this whole session low trade, right? 37 seconds. Let's see if it holds. If it does, we'll go back to the MT5 and try to do a little bit more trading on that end. It is the move. You're right. The move is the move. And you see that we play the same move. It's not like we're not aware of the pattern. We are clearly aware of the pattern, and we have our own methodology of how to capture that pattern, which I think is much cleaner, much better, because there's no interpretation in our methodology. It's very definitive. It either breaks the line or it doesn't break the line. If it's above point of control, it's a signal. If it isn't, it isn't. There's no bullshit. No white dot yet. So whatever push higher just wasn't really that strong enough for our liking. Maybe the next candle will push us a little bit higher. We're still really traveling near session lows, underneath the ORBs. The general trend is to the downside. Price action is kind of listless. That's really what's going on here for the whole trade. See, just flat as a pancake, and you notice that our trend filter is red, basically telling us that there is zero directional bias across the moves, and we really need at least a couple of dollars move just to give us um, a hint that there's some velocity happening. Having said this, though, what's really, really cool, and you will see this continuously. I'm going to show you some results when on Saturday, which is really amazing, is how clean and clear the ORB signals are. Entry, exit, profit, entry, exit, profit. And because the ORB signals are just super clean and clear, they are very programmable. And I actually, the whole thing that I'm going to talk to you about is, yeah, I mean, Gloria, I'm just not looking at MNQ at all. We don't look at NASDAQ during Asia because we're dedicated to just trading gold for OLA. So I just want to, keep it on that. Really, I can't wait. OLA Prime is going to be coming soon with a full, hang on a second. Do we have a signal here? I'm just watching. We have the purple dot into the lows. This is a very, very tough trade to take because, yes, it's a sell signal, but it's also right into the double bottom. And I hate those trades because it's kind of a 50-50. Do they break the bottom, or is it just simply a test of a double bottom? Generally, these days, I've started to basically avoid any momentum trades into session lows, session highs. I want to see those session lows, session highs broken before I commit to them. And you see, by the way, that was kind of like a test that got totally bought. Like the sellers came in and they just got completely swiped to the upside, but they're coming back. The sellers coming back. They're trying to push it harder. They're trying to hit those bids. They really want to drill the bottom. Who was it? Somebody in the room said that they thought that the military activities were going to start this weekend. And it was a good time to sell gold. This was basically a dead cat bounce. You may be right. I don't know. I forget who was in the room that said that. But you may be right in your analysis that this gold is kind of a dead cat bounce yesterday and today. And if if we get military action, it might be more liquidation. Okay, still very, very quiet price action. 10 of 8. See if anything happens at the, sometimes 8 o'clock hour, Tokyo comes on board, Singapore comes on board. The real price action these days is going to be like 9 o'clock with Shanghai. But even the Chinese have been very, very quiet. Chinese were very, very active last couple of weeks on the market open, and then they sort of also really, really subdued their actions. But this is the area where we really want to play. We're playing at the edges because once we get meaningful moves at the edges, that's where we have the highest probability of success. Wars usually start on the weekends. Is that I didn't know that. Is that like kind of a known military fact? I didn't know that. So we're holding the lows. Very, very quiet price action. Do have a reversal signal. 17, 18 seconds left. This holds. We're going to go with it. It's a legit signal. If it holds, we got to be above 91 on the close, and we can't hold it. We can't hold it just yet. I guess it's good. I guess it kind of barely held. I should trade it. Okay, let's trade it. Let's go buy. Let's see if this yields anything for us. We're going to stay underneath the session lows here for, what is that on the spot? Around 485. Stop is going to be, let's say 486. 4486 on the modified. What? Okay. What did I just do? Modify and get out. Okay. So I just kind of tighten up my stop to 4486. Watching this carefully, see if we start doing reversals. Give us a chance to capture a little profits. Hmm? Very, very slow move up. We're in at 95. I want to see like now. I couldn't. I was going to take some profits, but it was just too little even for me. Although I probably should have, because this looks like we really don't have a lot of velocity here. But we'll stay patient. We'll stay patient on this trade. This is, very, very lackluster price action. We're trying to basically do. We're making lemonade out of lemons today. It's very much very lemony price action. Very little. It's just all basically a random walk price action with just a tiny bit of angularity, and we take whatever angularity we get, we've taken here on the charts, but really not getting much flow. So I got to see. Oh no, we're actually at 97, right? So now I want to take quarter off, quarter off. Okay, so now I'm just locked out. Now I'm at about half my inventory, and if it runs, runs. If it doesn't, I'm out. Okay, this is, you can see just bullshit. It's one step forward, two steps backwards. Um, we just, we take, as I said, we take what we can get. We take a little bit of price action and then just, get ourselves out. Looks like markets are closed, right? Looks like markets are trading like they're closed. You're right. All right, let's go back to the charts, see what TradingView wants to show us, because obviously we watch the TradingView and execute on MetaTrader. You see, we barely, because we had this MetaTrader 2, we're able to lock out a little bit of profit on this little spike, but that's it. There was just very little continuity and movement. Okay, white dot. Maybe we actually are starting to get a little bit of velocity to the upside, but we'll see. See, No real movement forward. No real signal for us. It was good that we captured whatever profit we took, and just now staying flat. We're literally, guys. I mean, like, I think this is the slowest price action we've seen all week long. If you think about this, what time is it? 8 o'clock, right? It's basically last half hour. If you look at this, the last half hour, the range has been like $5. We've basically been 93. Now we're starting to finally maybe develop some forward price action. This white dot holds. We're going to go long against these session lows. Got 27 seconds left. Let's see if the white dot holds. It's like the tiniest of trend indication on the charts, and even that goes away. So not really a lot of movement here. This is really the weakest white dot possible if it stays. I don't even know if I want to take it. Nope, it goes away anyways. See how lame it was? So that's fine. We just stay very patient. Either buyers are going to come in, either sellers are going to come in, or nothing is going to happen. The beautiful part is we have an answer for everything. If nothing happens, we don't do anything. If we get buyers and sellers giving us a signal, we'll take it. And that's it. Yeah, that's the beauty of the indicator. We don't force trades. We trade NASDAQ every morning, 9 to 10:30, and we trade gold Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 to 8:30. And you see these very, very kind of tepid runs to the upside, buyers trying to sweep the 95s, in a very lackadaisical fashion. We're going to take this trade because it is kind of holding. I think the signal is finally going to hold, so we are going to go long on it, legit. But again, I'm going to be, I'm at the right place on the swing lows. But we'll see how much forward price action we get. We're moving. Good. Close quarter. Look at that. Finally, we broke out. Beautiful. You see how that finally paid us. And that's the beauty of the indicator. We just stay very, very patient until the signal shows up. And when the signal shows up, that's the beauty of it. We take it, and you see how easy it was for me to capture that P&L with a tool. You can literally see it. There was zero chance you could have done that manually. Everything was pre-configured. My target stops came in there. It was just literally buy, the B button on my keyboard. And if I was a real big pig, I could have milked this for much more, but that's just not my style. The point is you can configure it for much larger P&Ls if you're much more of a swing trader than I am. But I have it configured for my own personal scalping style. Oh, you took that trade on wealth charts? Good job. If you want to trade live with me, or you want to trade with us with the indicators, my coaching is every Thursday. So if you want to join us, you'll have the coaching tomorrow. Let me give you the link. Here's the link. You can join my coaching, and you will get the indicator, the tools, everything that you need. And we meet every Thursday. We go through all the structures and trades. And welcome aboard. Half in the room are all trading, with me. Guys, I got to tell you, for all like the quietness, I really love the Asia session for one reason only, it gives us it's slow enough that it can really narrate the price action. And by doing that, all of you begin to understand the mechanics of the strategy, right? Like we can literally see it develop minute by minute, tick by tick. And all of that just sort of validates everything that we do, right? So I'm kind of, as boring as today's session is, it's actually was, I think, most useful because first of all, every single trade worked, right? We took every single trade. The P&L is great. Sorry, no, one trade, we got clipped on one trade, right? I think there was we had a white dot, purple dot. We had a false up and then a false down. But literally, everything else worked. And more importantly, every single setup I was able to narrate for you, so you could really understand what is the mechanics of the structure, and why the structure is designed the way it is. What should we be doing? What should we be thinking given what's happening now? And the last most important thing is, again, I cannot emphasize how convinced I am that all the money is on the edge, right? All of our trades were at the edges. Session lows is where you get the best reversals. Session lows is where you get the continuity trades. Now, frankly, there is a decent possibility that we're going to totally V-shape. But this whole mid section where we either, randomly spend all of the next hour of just fucking around, or we run for session highs, I prefer to leave all this to other people to trade. Because here I'm in no man's land. And, speaking of war, the worst place you want to be is in no man's land, right? I either want to be in defensive posture or offensive posture. So I'm probably not, I'm pretty much done, I think, for the night as far as taking trades, unless we have an unbelievable burst to fresh session highs, then completely different game. Then we get to play session highs at the edges. But I really want to play the game at the edges most of the time because that's literally where all the money is, right? Rob is in Europe, right? It's with the programmers. I would imagine by next week I should have the ORB on wealth charts, which will be awesome. Hopefully, that will be really useful, not just for wealth charts, but for all of our partners. Yeah, classic Asian move, right? But again, you may have a classic Asian move, but can you capture it? And that's why I love having the ORB indicator. The indicator captured the move. It's one thing to say, oh, we know that always happens. The idea is to be able to take advantage of it as it's happening, and this is what this gives us. It gives us the edge to take advantage of it as it's happening. Price doesn't lie most of the time. And if you listen to price properly with this indicator, you get the really cool moves. So that's sort of like, sort of how we play it. So I need to push a little bit higher here. Is Hong Kong 1 hour forward, or is Hong Kong opening now? In 1 hour. That's what I thought. Yeah, because of daylight savings time, everything is screwed up. It's basically 9 o'clock to us. It used to be 8, which was great because we used to love trading the 8 o'clock hour. So now you can see we're going to mid, right? They ran it down. They captured all the stops. They did the liquidity run. They captured all the stops. And now we're going back to mid. Now, do we test the session highs? Are they going to try to squeeze the shorts all the way to session highs? And we see that game over and over and over again as it develops on a daily basis. And the beautiful part is we can really capitalize and really monetize this behavior with the indicator. And I'm going to talk about that obviously in much greater detail on Saturday. So if you guys want to join me, did I give everybody a link? I think I did. Let me give you one last time. I'm going to go soon, guys, because I got to go. I have a couple of things I got to finish up. We had a very, very good night of trading here, as far as just simply trading all of our processes on point. This is my link to my weekend webinar. Come join me. I'm going to go walk through all the stuff there, and hopefully you guys will really enjoy it. Any questions for me? Everybody kind of understand the basic dynamics of what we're doing? I actually missed the signal here while I was yapping. It's interesting. So this is a very, very interesting structure on the opening range break. The VWAP right over here was negative, right? We're underneath here, so all sell signals. But just as we did the turn was so powerful that the price actually went above the VWAP, turning the trend positive in the same candle as the ORB run. Usually the ORB signals are with trend only, and it's very rare that you have the trend change from positive to negative within the same session. And we did that, and actually this was a legit signal. The trade would have been long here, stop over here, would have exited over here nicely. Would have been a nice big run. I just missed it because I was yapping, and it was also it's a very unusual pattern. Doesn't really happen when we go from negative trend to positive trend in the same session. But just wanted to show you why and how this developed. The stops and targets are, completely dependent on the price action. They are based upon swing highs, swing lows. There's no such thing as a fixed stop because we don't, they have to be organic to where the price, to where we're always the proper stops are always at whatever is the swing high, swing low from the position we take. So that's why you see me always adjusting my stops. And then we have fixed targets, which using my scale out method here with MT5, I'm always just lightening up before I even reach the full target. That's how I'm able to capture so much consistent P&L all the way out. So we trade a little bit different from how most people trade, in the sense that we don't have any we don't retrofit what the stop should be. We work with what the market tells us what the stop should be. So they're very organic. All right. I mean, it looks like we're fading at mid. We're probably going to do a little bit of range walking. I'm gonna call it a little bit early. Everybody who wants to come join me at coaching, here's my coaching link. You guys can come join me. Coaching is tomorrow night. Looking very much forward to it. A lot of cool stuff. As always, every single time I say you get a prop account with Ola, you have this tool totally free. It comes with a full video tutorial on how to use it. Super easy. It's a difference between profit and loss. It literally is. You see, for me, every single day, it's a difference between profit and loss, right? No, we only trade gold. We only trade gold. We just focus. We're big believers in just trading the two most volatile products. Kathy trades Forex. That's what Kathy is for. You want to trade Forex? That's what she lives. She lives and dies with Forex. I specialize in just two things: NASDAQ and gold. It keeps me plenty busy. And so you can see, we're coming off the mids. We're just basically doing range-bound work. And, we may just be doing a little bit of consolidation here for the next hour or so, which is fine. But this is the area where I stay away. I'm happy to let other people play. And I'll come in if we start getting back to the edges, either to the downside or to the upside. That's how I'll be trading my stuff. But today, this was really fun because we really traded the edge very, very well. and everybody captured everything that you guys needed. I hope you guys banked the money. I'll see everybody tomorrow morning for 9 o'clock, and then for coaching tomorrow night. Okay, guys? Everybody really, really enjoy your evening. I'll see you guys later. Take care.